Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to OCVarsity.com. It's time to talk about what's going on in boys and girls swimming with Dan Albano. All right, Dan, so what we've got going on that's very interesting to me is this big transfer that's kind of raised up some controversy in the comments section of our blogs.
Yeah, it's taken off, and I kind of thought it would.
Yeah, I
guess
It was
not a hard one to call.
Anytime Mater Dei gets somebody, it's big, yeah.
And we're talking about Newport Harbor, Mater Dei,
right.
Two of the biggest water polo powers the last couple of years in Orange County. Of course, Newport Harbor, traditional power, but we're talking about high-profile coaches like Jason Lynch at Newport Harbor and Chris Segisman, ex-Olympian at Mater Dei. Mater Dei moving to Division I for water polo. So you knew it was going to be lightning in a bottle on the blog, and it has. And then there's also the other caveat is, he's got a younger brother who some people, Steve, think could be better player. That's James Walters. But John Walters is outstanding. Easily the top two freshmen in the county in the fall.
Right. And
the word from his mom sent me an email. Mrs. Walters says that both her sons are in the application process to apply for fall enrollment at Mater Dei.
Great.
So big news. Also affects the spring sport of swimming right now, because John is swimming for the number 3 sailors. He's a very good breaststroker, about a 102. Maybe right now he's been 102. Like to see what he could do. Maybe he's a 100 guy, 101, maybe faster. But and then he's been a pretty good IMer. So, but he's really water polo. Puts most of his time into water polo. Yeah. Both these kids are really good swimmers. In the national pool as far as the U.S. youth team. So it's been big news. One interesting dynamic too, Steve, is that Newport Harbor and Mater Dei do a lot of common training, a lot of scrimmaging. The dynamic there could be very interesting to see.
Maybe not anymore, huh?
And it's been very beneficial to both teams. Something new they've done the last couple of years. That dynamic could be changing.
I'm going to ask you real quick the backstory on this. How did you find out about this? If you care to tell us, or is that top secret?
Got a very well informed tip.
Now the other thing I want to ask you about this, okay, you're a Newport Harbor kid, okay, you're not the young man who's transferring over, and you're training with this guy who's going to vacate and go someplace else to a rival right away. I mean that can't be real cool in the locker room now.
Yeah, and his way Coach Lynch said is that they're going to try to rally around this. This is going to bring the team closer, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
Other guys have got to step up. It's a big loss. I mean, we're talking about water polo. You got 6 starters in the field. 2 of them are gone.
Yeah, I just know, like, as a guy covering basketball, this happened in basketball, and I am already hearing about transfers. Maybe Armageddon out there.
Well, like I said, that dynamic is really going to be put to the test, and we'll see what happens as far as that common training with Mater Dei and Newport Harbor.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, has been productive, and if it can be productive, I'm sure got 2 professional coaches there. See if they can make it work. But like you said, it's going to be an emotional thing.
I'm not betting on that one. Okay, now tell me what's going on. Tell us what's going on in swimming that's coming up. There's got to be some big duels and all kinds of stuff coming up pretty quick after spring break.
Yeah, after spring break is pretty light schedule this week.
Sure, of course.
On Saturday there's a Santa Margarita. They have a Catholic school challenge on Saturday, 9 o'clock start at Santa Margarita. Small meet. It's a new meet. They're starting up, but they have Santa Margarita, Damien St. Lucy's from the southern section. Mm-hmm. They've got Cathedral Catholic from San Diego, and Sacred Heart Prep from Atherton in Northern California. So I'm going to check that out. Pretty good dual meet in the Garden Grove League today. Los Amigos and Rancho Alamitos hooking up. And, we're coming off some good swimming on Friday at the Klaus Barth meet in Long Beach at Belmont Plaza. Fountain Valley, Cynthia Fasella put on another show, Steve. Cynthia Fasella, sprinter senior, going to UCLA, broke one of Jessica Hardy's, the world record holder in the 100 freestyle. So Cynthia Fasella is doing outstanding, and sticking with the Sunset League. I've last week checked out Michaela Merlihan, a very good freshman at Esperanza, who's really swimming lights out in the 200 and the 500. She's got the number 1 time right now in the 500 freestyle, dipped a little bit under 5 minutes. So next week's going to be interesting. We'll see if this strikeout in the Capital Unified affects anything. We'll see.
Okay.
The teacher strike, perhaps.
All right. Okay, so that's what's going on in the world of boys and girls swimming. You can keep track of everything that's going on in swimming and so many other spring sports at OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.